Hi everybody, welcome back to Jazz Hack. Congratulations, you made it on to tune number 5. If you haven't looked at the first four tunes, is actually how you say it. If you haven't looked at them yet, you should go do that because a lot of the stuff we work on here is built on stuff we've already worked on. So the first 4 tunes are great to be able to play first of all, but also to understand how the system works. So all that stuff is over at the Jazz Hack website, jazz-hack.com. Go check that out. But like I said, the 5th tune is a bit more complex tune, but a tune that's made a lot simpler with the Jazz Hack system. And that tune is Stella by Starlight. So let's get right into the steps. This tune has a few more deviations than the other ones, so we're going to try and work quickly. The first step is to learn the major scale. So this tune is in the key of B flat, same notes as G minor, and the B flat scale is like this. First step, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh. Those are the 7th notes of a B flat scale. So that's your first step. Your second step is to use those notes to create some melodies. Hopefully you've already done that. So we're going to move right into the third step. And the third step is adjust notes from that B flat scale to match the chords that are out of the key. And here there are a few of them. So we're going to jump right into it. The first chord of the tune is E minor 7 flat 5. And for that, we have a deviation that is sharp 4, which is like a weird chord that's out of key, and there's only one change from the major scale, so that's a bit of a bonus. So here we go. E minor 7 flat 5 is the sharp 4. So 1, 2, 3. Instead of 4 here, we're going to go sharp 4, 5, 6, 7. Those 7 notes use over the first chord. The second chord is the A7, and that gives us a flat 3 deviation. So 1, 2, flat 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The next 2 chords of the bar are in the key. The next line has a whole lot of flat 7. 3 chords with 1 deviation, flat 7. So here it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, position shift 5, 6, flat 7. Those are the notes used over the F minor 7, B flat 7, E flat major 7 scales, or sorry, chords. In the last bar of the second line, I'll give you a little peek at the chart, but you can always go to the Jazz Hack website and check it out. Here we are here in the last bar of the second line, flat 6, flat 7, and those are the deviations used over the A flat 7 chord. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, flat 6, and flat 7. So again with the little position shift. The next line is B flat major 7, E minor 7 flat 5, A7, and D minor 7. Either chords we've covered or chords in the key. And then we have 2 chords, B flat minor 7 and E flat 7, and they both use the same deviations, flat 3, flat 7. So they look like this. 1, 2, flat 3, 4, 5, 6, and flat 7. Those are notes you might have used if you have ever jammed a funk vamp or something like that. But yes, so we're moving along. The next line, there's only one new chord, one new deviation, and the last chord is a D7, the last chord of the 4th line, D7, and there's a deviation. It's the sharp 5. So this is one, I mean, a lot of these we've looked at before, but this one we've used lots in different keys. So 1, 2, 3, 4, sharp 5, 6, 7. Those are the notes we use over D7. Like I say, a chord we used a lot in different keys. That chord with the sharp 5th deviation. So why don't you guys take a little break now, go over to the Jazz Hack website, and there are some backing tracks, some short clips to practice those different deviations, and go work on those, and I'll see you back here in a minute for the second half of the tune. Hi, welcome back. Hopefully you have looked at those deviations we've gone through so far. There's only 2 more deviations, 2 new deviations in the second half of the tune. So we're just going to squeeze it all into this one video. It'll be a little bit longer, but then you'll have all of Stella at your fingertips. So the second half of the tune, the first chord is a G7. That is a deviation we haven't used in this tune, but we used it in lots of other tunes. It is the sharp 1, flat 7 deviation. So that looks like this in B flat. Instead of the first step, we're going to use the sharp 1, so you can either go here or you can go here. So sharp 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, flat 7. Those are the notes you use over the G7. And then there's no other chords that are out of the key or have new deviations into the last line. And then we have a C minor 7 flat 5, and that uses 3 deviations, flat 3, flat 6, and flat 7, aka the minor scale. But we're just going to stick to the steps of the scale. First step, second, flat 3, 4, 5, flat 6, and flat 7. Those are the 7 notes that you use over the C minor 7 flat 5 chord, and that's all the deviations we have in the whole tune. So that's step number 3. Get used to those last deviations, and we'll see you back here in a second. Great. Step 4 is getting used to switching back and forth between the major scale and these chords with deviations. So I've got some sound clips on the backing track. I'm not going to lay out every single one for you, but I've split up the tune into smaller bite-sized pieces. So, so hopefully you can work through those. That is step 4. We'll head back over to the website and work on those, and we'll see you in a few minutes. Great. Now we're already ready for step 5, which is to use those deviations over the entire backing track. Now I've kind of cut up into a few chunks, but now this is the whole backing track. But again, I'll give you some tips when the different deviations are happening, so it's a bit easier to follow along than a regular backing track or with a band. So that's a nice medium step that you can take before getting ready to jam with your buddies. That's step 5. The bonus step is always step 6, is to go through these steps and the deviations again, but in other octaves and positions of the guitar. So hopefully you've done that for some of the other tunes now, so you kind of know the process, but it's good to do for this tune too. So that is it. That is our Stella by Starlight explanation. Hopefully you've enjoyed the stuff you've learned on the website so far and are interested in doing some more tunes. There is several tunes for purchase, and as soon as you purchase a tune, you automatically get some more information about how the system works, how you can yourself apply it to other tunes that you don't have to buy, and the theory behind it, how it kind of is all put together, so I don't have to go through all that for every tune, but you can read up for the people that are interested. Okay, thank you, and I hope you're liking the website, and happy jamming!